Hello and welcome back to Base 911. Today I think we want to work on a couple things. One is addressing some of the heat problems with the base. Because while I think we're doing fine on food, all the food is located in this sort of western part of the base, which is pretty far away from everything else. I'd kind of like to get farmland inside our base to work. And so I want to work on a cooling solution for our base in order to accomplish that. I think I also want to go ahead and start building more bedrooms and barracks. That way our duplicates can get morale bonuses from that and continue to drive down our stress. We've gotten a lot of people below 0 to 0% stress at this point. I just want to kind of get the rest of them done and start getting people at their morale requirements. And then we can start considering leveling up skills and things of that sort. So I thought for a bit on how I want to handle the cooling of the base, and I think I'm just going to go with something fairly simple. It's not a long-term sustainable solution, but it works for in a pinch, and that is basically just that we want to run some pipe through a cold biome and then to have it come back to our base and just have a loop like that. And so I'm going to set up a large, actually gas pipe loop where we just pump up a lot of hydrogen that we have accumulated at the top of our base through a gas system and then kind of weave its way through and cool everything off and use that to cool down our base. I think that's ultimately the solution. We're just going to bring our base into greater thermal communication with a cold biome. We have a fairly large one over here, it looks like. We also have another one over here if we need even more. But I think we're going to try and connect this one to this area over here. And that means that we just want to create a giant loop, basically. All this stuff we can kind of cannibalize to help make that loop. I think we will, in part, do that. The pipes that we have going to here. But we're not going to... We're basically going to do a lot of deconstruction. I don't really want or care to have any of these things up in here. Just not really my jam, you know? So let's go ahead and clear out a lot of this stuff to make room for what I'm going to be working on. Let's also go ahead and get a ladder up to roughly the top over here. Let's clear out some of this. That way I can set up a pump over here. I guess it's also kind of set things up so that the gas that is over here can flow over here and sort of dump into this area some more. Basically, I want this area to be all hydrogen. I want all the hydrogen in my base to just easily flow upwards. And that means just getting rid of some of these things that are kind of blocking the way. Basically, all of these walls and whatnot can go at this point. And if I need to clear out a little bit more, I will. But then we are going to go with ventilation, gas pipe. We're just going to grab some granite pipe. Granite should be perfectly fine. Actually, I guess for this initial part, I don't really need... It doesn't really matter what pipe it is. We'll just go with sandstone. And we are going to build our way down through here. And I want to deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Let's go ahead and get things running. And we're going to take a lot of the hydrogen that we have in our base right now, and we're going to use it to build this large loop. We'll use probably some of it for power, but for now, I just want to make sure that I have enough to run that loop, because hydrogen is going to be the most efficient, the most efficient thing that we can use in this. How's our research coming? Pretty well. We'll go with HVAC next, once we're done with this. Insufficient resources, water. Let's go ahead and enable this building. Use up the rest of these water supplies, I guess. Set this priority to something like a 7. And we probably want to set up a mechanical filter to filter out some of the water that we have here from polluted water. Dump the polluted water into here. And that way we can continue running our lavatory system. Definitely want to keep our lavatory system all nice and flowing. And I think we are also, this is 27, this is 31. I think we're ready to just let these areas mix thermally. I think that we have enough of a sort of food backup that I'm willing to risk some heat issues. Copy settings to here and here. Yeah, body temperature is a bit of an issue. It's just a little bit too warm in this area. If I could get just a few more wheezeworts, I'd be pretty happy with our situation. Yeah, this is fine though. So yeah, ventilation. We are going to want... We're just going to use gas pipe. We're going to make it out of granite. And we're just going to run it down probably straight through here. In fact, maybe I just do a little zigzag as I go along. Let me actually just smooth out this area. Make it easier for duplicants to work here first. Let's go ahead and slap down granite across here, here, along here. Let's just go ahead and deconstruct and mine out. And more deconstruction of all this. And deconstruct across here. And basically just create a nice kind of smoother area for them to run across. And maybe if I care later, I'll just lower it down by another one. I'll probably actually just rather raise it by one. But let's get some work done over here. And then we are just going to take a gas pipe, make it out of granite. And I think we're just going to snake it down basically like this. Whoops. Just like so. Through this cold biome. Let it exchange heat in this environment. And if we need to, we can expand it out further. Not that big of an issue. Right, if we find that we're not getting enough cooling, we can kind of move it around. Just like so. Little heat exchanger for this cold biome over here. And that's what we're going to pump our hydrogen through. How are we coming along over here? Let's go ahead and isolate this line. Yeah, let's just deconstruct all of this around here. You know what? Just deconstruct everything. I don't need any of this. Alright. This is allowing the hydrogen to flow up to here, which is great. We're going to go ventilation, gas pump. And we're going to set up a pair of gas pumps up here. Let's go with one here, one here. That works for me. Gas bridge. Igneous rock is fine. I'm going to bridge like this. And we are going to go like so. Okay, cool. Research coming along? No. What's wrong? This has water, right? So this can have water. I guess let's just bump up the priority. I do want the research done eventually, I guess. It's not hugely important, but... Alright. Cool. Ventilation, gas pipe. We'll go ahead and stick with, well, I guess we could go with igneous rock for this stretch. That'd be fine with me. And we're just going to run it through here. And we'll just continue running it along down here. Let's also go ahead and say tile, igneous rock. I want to complete this. Let's priority 7 these things. And I guess let's also go ahead and drop some insulated igneous rock tile right here. And we'll priority 7 this. I don't care if hydrogen leaks out. We're using all the hydrogen that we get up here as soon as we can. And we can still just go ahead and deconstruct all up here. Deconstruct this, deconstruct these. Yeah, get rid of all this stuff. I don't need it. Set up our big cooling line. Do I care about the rest of this? Not really. Let's just go ahead and run this. Igneous rock is fine. We're going to run across here, dip down here, run ourselves across here. Yeah, and I think the first area we want to get cold is our farming area. So we are going to then go up. Just all the way up to here, I think. and say gas pipe, granite. Just run some granite pipe pretty much all along here. Like so. And then we'll just have it loop back around over here, is the plan. And then as we need more cooling, we will expand our cooling loop to include more cooling. That is the plan. Okay, so we need to put a little bit of stuff into the line first. We also need to complete the line, but that's neither here nor there. So I want to start getting my pumps going at some point here. I'll wait for the line to finish. And let's work on improving our schedules a little bit here. So, let's add another schedule, and we are going to divide our dupes yet again. We are going to have a team with downtime here, a team with downtime here, and then bedtimes to follow, like so. And then we're just going to divide people up. Yeah, all right. So Mima, schedule 3, Joshua, schedule 3, Gossman, schedule 3. Let's just get 10 people, 11 people, something like this. Split them up yet again. And then schedule 4. Get these guys down here. Okay, cool. So we have 10 people on this first schedule, 10 people on the second schedule, 10 people on this third schedule, and 13 people on this fourth schedule. And we're going to continue doing basically that this entire time. And we're almost to the point where we can shut off these bathrooms, and people will use these instead and get a bigger morale boost, less germs, all sorts of good stuff. Body temperature is a bit of an issue. Okay, we need to keep an eye on body temperatures over here of these plants, because if they get too bad, then we'll need to set up a similar loop over here. Okay, this is going to be our supply line. We can make use of some of this. Let's deconstruct this, and we will also deconstruct right here. And we'll say ventilation, gas pipe, igneous rock. We're going to go off here, and we're going to connect here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this will work. And we can then have granite coming out along here. And let's go ahead and put a gas bridge of granite right here. And gas pipe, granite. We can be sloppy. I don't really care. Just like this. Okay. So we have our cooling solution for the farming area of our base. And I need to start creating more barracks now to house our dudes. Also need some power to come up here. That shouldn't be too hard. I'll just slap down some more wheels somewhere. Power, wire. Let's get rid of any of this heavy watt wire because it's just really ugly. Dupes do not like looking at it. Okay, got rid of all the heavy watt wire. That's good. And then we will say power, wire, Copper's fine with me. Hook these up. Run a line down. Let's just run it down to here. And then we'll set up a jumbo battery right here. And a manual generator. Set up 2 manual generators. Wire, copper. Hook these up. Okay. And that will be what we use to supply our system. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Yeah, and we will deconstruct here. And then we will say ventilation, gas pipe, granite's fine. We'll hook up like this. And we will hook up like this. Okay, deconstruct gas pipes right here. Can I not reach this build? Oh, they can reach this build. Okay. And we'll raise the priority of all this just a little bit. So it gets built. Okay, cool. We'll also priority 6 the line itself. Get all this going. Get all this built, please. This is a little awkward. That's fine. Alright, and this should do us pretty good in terms of cooling. We don't really need to cool this base down too much, right? Like, we already have this mealwood able to grow. This over here is around 33 degrees. This is at 32. Obviously, we're creating a lot of heat with this electrolysis. I like the location of it still, just because it's a nice central location, so we get good gas diffusion to the rest of the area. But yeah, we're gonna want to just add a little bit of cooling, just to keep things under 30 degrees, right? And if we end up melting this biome in the process, it's perfectly fine. That's more water that's going to flow out through here, which is going to supply our bathrooms. And that's more water that we're going to be creating on the net that we can end up pumping to our electrolysis machines. And by the time we're kind of out of cold in this area, we should have, we should have researched basically the liquid tuning and HVAC and the things that we're going to need to create sort of a more active cooling system that'll sustain us into the late game. Just need to keep things at a temperature where the farms can grow food. That's all we got to do. Still good amount of dirt, 41.4 tons. So no need to switch off just yet. We don't really need any more algae. We're fairly sufficient. I don't mind grabbing just a little bit more, if it's easy to find. But otherwise, we should be good. Yeah, build this gas pipe, please. We're close to done on this. A little bit more to do, but then we'll be set. We'll want to turn off the system once we've kind of got this line full, or full-ish. But we also can, once we have HVAC researched, we can just set up a gas storage area and pump more hydrogen out. So we have options, right? Like, we don't need to worry too much about this line. We can just open things up if we really need to. New printables available. Don't care about fungal spores. Let's take another dupe. Why not? This guy is a loud sleeper with a bottomless stomach, and he's a quick learner. I mean, +3 learning is nice, but this guy is +3 learning as well. And I kind of like these abilities more. Narcoleptic is fine with me. Simple taste is going to be nice, because that's all he's going to get for a while. Let's take Abe. Printing another dupe. Living the dream of printing a new dupe basically every cycle. We took a couple cycles off just to make sure that we got things under control. But now printing dupes is actually going to be helpful because it will reduce our stress. Right, stress continues to fall, which is great. Insufficient resources, water. Oh, I guess they can't reach here, can they? No, they can. They are. Interesting. Are you pumping water? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ruby! Okay. 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 I'm not even gonna ask. Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask what was happening there. Let's start getting our water into our water reservoir, I think. We can go ahead and deconstruct this and finish walling this off. We're going to set up plumbing, liquid pipe, liquid vent. Iron's perfectly fine. And then we'll just go ahead and get some pipe coming out of this room, and then we're going to seal this room off. Put an airflow tile here, put another granite tile here, and we can start getting water out of this nice cold area into the rest of the place. So this is all flowing now. This is all complete. Perfect. Can you not reach this? Unreachable build. Okay. Ladder. I don't really care. Sandstone. Party 7 this. Get this other pump going. It's not hugely important at the moment, but getting both pumps going is going to be nice. Just going to double the flow through here. Right now we only have 500 grams, but this pipe can handle 1,000 grams. Duct, pipe, whatever. Some temperature issues developing over here. Nothing too serious. We're basically right on the cusp of 30 degrees in some of these areas. This water is actually a little bit colder. Huh. This air is hotter, though. A little bit worrisome. Yeah, we're going to start pumping this out. This is all just hydrogen at this point, basically. Mostly hydrogen. If we get a little bit of stuff that's not hydrogen in there, we're fine. Right, I'd rather not, because I might want to use the line for something else, right? We have a little bit of polluted oxygen here, but we can filter that out if we care to later, right? And also, this is just not enough for me to really care. Let's go ahead and deconstruct a little bit more here. Yeah, just make this flow a little bit easier. Just get rid of all this. Make it easier for the hydrogen to get up here. We'll get a little bit less polluted oxygen in the system. Again, once we've researched HVAC and we can... What's going on? Okay. A little bit of a hiccup there. So this hydrogen is at 34 degrees, and we're going to see that it's going to go down in temperature by quite a bit. It's going to come out here fairly cold. It's going to come up here. It's going to cool down this area. Life is going to be good. Why is it hiccuping like this? Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Game is chugging along, I guess. Still, even if it's going a little bit slower than it should, we should be fine. Yeah, I don't really want to connect these areas just yet because I want the hydrogen flowing up here. I don't want to set up a whole system for collecting stuff over here yet. Pipe blocked. Oh, I see. Because sometimes it's getting polluted oxygen. That's fine. We're also going to run out of the polluted oxygen that's over here. Because this is basically all cleared out. Go ahead and deconstruct this. We can deconstruct all these ladders as well. And just go ahead and hook things up more directly. Whole bunch of hydrogen here. I'm just going to pump it out. Let's go ahead and dig out this. Just make it easier for gas to get up here. Yeah, polluted oxygen is kind of messing with it a little bit. That's fine. We can filter the polluted oxygen out later. So So this hydrogen is coming back at 26 degrees. It's coming out here at basically 0 degrees. It's warming up on the way a little bit. That's fine. Once it gets to the second pass around, it'll start working a little bit better. Yeah, we'll look to filter off this polluted oxygen when we get a chance. We'll create a mechanical filter out the polluted oxygen. Polluted oxygen just doesn't have quite the thermal properties that we're looking for. Also, again, once we've researched HVAC, we can just have a gas reservoir that'll mix the gases. That should be helpful as well. Alright, so on its first pass through, it wasn't able to really get that much done. But it'll continue working, and this will start cooling stuff down. Let's work a little bit more on a sleeping situation for these guys, because this is starting to get kind of bad. Also, schedule-wise, where are we at? Might be ready to split them again. I'll wait a few hours. Yeah, get these mushrooms all up here. Stress continues to fall. That's great. Let's go ahead and say fried mushroom forever as well. And up this priority a little bit. You know what? If you can make barbecue as well. And if you can make omelets, make omelets. Kitchen is open for business. We're back, baby. What's this temperature? Okay, it's a little bit too hot. That's fine. We can live with this. Getting this wheezewort would probably be more trouble than it's worth. Oh, wow. This carbon dioxide geyser is looking like it's ready to go. 94.1 kilograms of pressure here. Well, maybe we want it. Maybe we want it to start coming out. Am I really using any of this stuff? I could just kind of seal this off, get that cooling. Cooling would be nice. It's a lot of CO2 that's ultimately going to be put into our base. I don't really have a solution for the CO2 quite yet. Right, besides just digging down deeper. Which is, I guess, a solution. Maybe we just do that. I don't know. Let's deconstruct this building. I want to move our skills board up. That way this actually looks kind of nice. Is my goal. Mealwood. Get some mealwood planted around here. When this area starts cooling off, I want to benefit from it. Alright. Not bad, not bad, not bad. How's our research coming along? Still at 7, really. You haven't been able to get water for this? Insufficient resources. Is there... No one has special settings on this, right? Or this door. Everybody can reach through here, right? Maybe we just don't have the researchers working on it. I would believe that. But they do have access to this. Well, another option is I could just grab water from here. I think I would be getting that water. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this and say plumbing, pitcher pump. Just set up some little thing. Yeah, set one up right here is fine. So our gas flow's still going, kinda. Yeah, the fact that we have 2 gases is messing things up a little bit, but we should be fine. Okay, let's go ahead and disable both of these. Let's go to research and let's prioritize HVAC actually. I want these gas reservoirs just to smooth that out a little bit. And Schedules. I think we're ready to create 4 more schedules. Boom, 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 boom. Let's fill them out with work. Like so. And we're going to say downtime, 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 bedtime, 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 bedtime. Okay, and first we're going to grab 5 people from here and move them to schedule 5. Moved a little bit more, but that's fine. Apparently we had 11 people here. Oh, I printed a dupe, that's why. And then once this ticks over, we will move people to schedule 6. What are you grabbing? Briar seeds? Oh, that's also something I want to work on. Decor is still pretty horrendous in a lot of these places. Let's maybe try and fix that a little bit. Set up something right here. Yeah, okay. Let's go furniture, hanging pots. Copper's fine. And let's just set up near our sort of central staircases and the places where people are going. Let's try and improve our decor just a little bit. Make just a little bit of progress on that. I don't really like having these mesh tiles here, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Suffocating. Oh, you're in a bad way, Bert. How'd you get up here? That is so bizarre. So what is the nearest thing? Sedimentary rock. Ladder. Sedimentary rock. This is a 9. What are you off doing? Save Bert. Bubbles. Bubbles, where are you going? Bubbles, why are you running? You're grabbing it from here? Okay, Bert. What if you dug out this? You could build your own ladder. Oh, it's gonna fall though. I lied. You're gonna have to dig out a couple things, Bert. Yeah, dig out that one. Oh, Bert. Build it, Bert. Build it. Can you not build? What is this? Someone else is building this? Build it, Bert. Get out of there, Bert. Get it, Bert. How did you trap yourself up there, Bert? Yeah, get down here. Where are you going, Bert? Is there oxygen here? Okay, breathe some oxygen, Bert. That's fine. I don't even need you, Lyra. You're slow. Bert almost died because of you. Not because of me. I take no responsibility. Okay. Where are we at? This loop is still kind of going. Yeah, and we'll start flowing again right now. Okay, good. And we can filter out this polluted oxygen later. But now we basically have the loop going with more or less full hydrogen packets across a lot of this stuff. Right? We want to get rid of this polluted oxygen in here to make it a little bit more efficient, but we're still doing fine. So this area should start getting colder. This area should start getting warmer. Right? Huh, I guess having the water drip down here is not so great for us. Let's dig out just a little bit more here. That way the water isn't dripping on top of our gas pipeline here. Because that's letting things heat up, which we don't want to have happen. Okay, plumbing, this is good. Let's go ahead and seal this off with a granite tile here and an airflow tile right here. Looks fine to me. We're going to let the hydrogen kind of settle back up towards the top here. And then later we can set up a gas reservoir to mix thermally the gases that we have in here. Also, if we want to increase the dwell time over here, that would work as well. Yeah, okay, looking good. Looking good. This is fairly cold hydrogen that's coming out here. It heats back up, but it will start cooling down this area over time. You can also help that along by changing this material here. Yeah, I think digging this out will help quite a bit, because it'll stop the issue of the hot water just dripping right on the line. Okay, I like this. Making progress. So how are we doing on food? 153,000 kilocalories. How are we doing on oxygen? Oxygen situation looks pretty good. Probably want a little bit more over here. We want to start digging down and finding places to put our carbon dioxide, I think. We also just want to get our research done. Right, once we have gas storage, we can do a lot of stuff. HVAC is coming along. Sure, looking good. Alright. Let's just plant some briar seeds. I think we have the temperature to plant briar seeds. I could be wrong. But eventually we'll get the temperature down, and it'll be fine. Let's get some briar seeds down. Food still looking fine. A little bit of body temperature issues developing. We'll need to keep an eye on that. Right, don't want our food to shut off like that, but should be good. Still have 37 tons of dirt and about 5 tons of slime. How are we doing over here? Yeah, I kind of want to insulate this area, I think. Let's go ahead and start setting up that. Just to help improve this process a little bit. Just to help this process along. We can go back and change this if we want to later. I just want to get my farms online. Less running around. Less time wasted. Okay. Things are looking pretty good. I'm liking where we're at. Oxygen's still looking good. Our research is coming along, so we're going to be able to do gas storage of a lot of our CO2 and our hydrogen. We have a hydrogen collection system at the top of our base, which should work just fine. Do I have any polluted oxygen remaining here? A little bit of it. That's fine. I can live with that. We can in fact seal this thing in if we really care about. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that actually. Well, no, I don't care. We'll leave it the way it is for now. What is this? Body temperature? Yeah, little body temperature issues here. I kind of want to create another loop over here, just to help cool this area off. Same idea. How easy would that be to do? We have it supplying here. I mean, we don't necessarily need to use hydrogen, I suppose. Once we have the loop going, it should just be fine. Yeah, let's get another loop going, one that runs in through here. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, okay. So, food, farm tile, clay. let's extend our farm out this way. Let's dig in through here. And let's start digging out this. Dig out our way across here. And we will set up a little cooling thing over here as well. Ventilation, gas pipe, granite in this area is what we want, basically. Yeah, granite works fine. We're just going to run ourselves a little loop. Run ourselves a little loop like so. And I think we're just going to run it like this to here. And we will go ahead and deconstruct this. Deconstruct this. Ventilation, gas pipe, granite. Yeah, just run it, I guess, along. Oh. Cancel this. We'll just run it along like this. And we also want to, I guess, deconstruct this, and then we'll reconnect it. Yeah. All right, base, ventilation, gas pipe, more granite, just like this. All right, cool. We'll get another gas line going like that. So these areas are slowly getting there. Copy across here. Get more mealwood up. We have this insulation going. Okay, cool. Cool. Looking pretty good. I like it. All right, so good amount of oxygen in the base. We have stress for everybody below 40%. Really, Ari is the only one high up there at 39%. Next closest is 22%, so we're getting the stress down quite a bit. I guess I did not move people to their schedules. A little unfortunate. Yeah, I'll need to continue working on that. I completely forgot about these guys. That's fine. You know what, though? We can actually... I'll do one schedule move before we end the episode. Wanted to split people across more things. That way we can basically just start deconstructing these, which I think we're already more or less able to do. Start getting rid of that. Start replacing it with barracks and mess halls and things of that sort. Get some place for our dupes to sleep and live their lives, and not just fall asleep wherever they get exhausted, which is kind of the current scenario. Keep the stress down. Keep them happy. Hypothermia? That's fine. Keep working. Keep working. Yeah, what are the temperatures like over here now? Hydrogen gets cooled to around 3 to 4 degrees. Comes back out here, it rises to 10. Now it's at 16. Comes back here, 19. Now it's around 20. So this area is going to get cooled down, right? It's exiting at around 30. So we're getting there. This cooling system will solve the problem. And we can make it a lot more efficient once we've got our research done. Yeah, and we're getting pretty close on the research too. We're going to set up something similar over here, just so I don't have to worry about this area quite as much. Because I'm a little bit worried about it the way it is right now. Right, we can always just turn this cooling system off if we really need to. Don't need to worry about stuff too much. Yeah, good food production. We're at 150,000 kilocalories, so we have, roughly a 3-day supply at this point. We're not down to 1 day. We're going to continue growing our food supply. Still ample resources for producing the food, so we're not pressured to switch to another food source really quickly. We have enough water still to continue our electrolysis, just of what we have kind of left over here, which is nice. And we're just going to go around and start cleaning up the base, making it look all nice and pretty, giving people everything that they need. And yeah, things are looking good. I think this base has definitely turned the corner. I'm going to end the episode here, and I'll catch you guys next time.